hear on the tape, and there was some confusion when we were going back and forth in the motion. So, and I know, we're working on getting that together. So we'll send that out as soon as possible. The financial statements, John?
Tab 2, and if you'll turn to page 4, no changes in our CD balances. The checking account balance at the end of October was $115,199. The money market was $382,866. Our occupancy tax receivable was $90,856. Two things that you'll see on there now are deposits, and also under non-current assets. We will move this around later, but the building is on there at $779,760. On page 5, accounts payable at the end of October was $18,240. And you can see our current year change in net assets was $329,734. On page 6, for the month of October, occupancy tax collected was $92,710. That brings us year to date to $915,527. That is almost $165,000 above budget through October. Operating expenses, everything is pretty much in line. We did have some additional legal expenses and other professional expenses with the closing of the building. And we will have in this month some additional costs in moving and those things too. So I'm talking with the auditor to make sure how we need to account for building rent and those related expenses. And so we'll have that set up for November and have that in the financials as well.
You mean December?
Well, no, it'll be in November financials because
yeah.
the first one
Right.
in there. Page 8, you can see we are about $131,000 ahead of revenue from last year. Overall, total operating expenses are about $3,000 more than they were last year, and we are about $84,000 below where we were in grants last year. So that total swing is $220,000 more in net profit, net income year to date compared to last year. And then you can see on the page 12, so we're running quite a bit ahead on revenues compared to budget. Everything is financially is in good shape. Like I said, I'm talking to the auditor to make sure how he wants us to capture all the information on the building revenue and building expenses.
Any comments, commissioners? Any public comments? All right. Item 2 is a discussion to approve the executive director's evaluation rubric. Any comments?
There's already an evaluation in our personnel policies and procedures.
So this is something that we really don't need then.
I didn't see that it fit anyway, but I don't know
Okay.
where he's going.
Any public comments? Item number 3 is a discussion regarding the Sugar House Road Extension Project.
We're going to be talking with council people, Councilman Rubin and Councilman George Green, about how we can get involved with this program. And we want another one to assist with it. So I'll have further information when we have that meeting.
And this is where they're redeveloping Sugar House.
Right. They're having a meeting I believe today, at 7 p.m.
Mhm.
Discussed it also, so I don't know if anyone had, you know.
Where?
Kim? I don't have my phone with me. But at the same time, it's on Facebook where they put out an announcement,
Okay.
and I think it's at 5 o'clock. But I'll send it out to you all when I get back to it.
Okay. Any other comments, public comments on this issue? Item number 4, we'll discuss a cooperative endeavor agreement with the Alexandria Museum of Arts in the amount not to exceed $20,000 for the 2026 exhibition series.
That's in tab 4. Kiana also put it on the portal. So I don't know if you all had a chance to look at it. They requested 60,000, but again, I'm looking at we're just purchasing the building outright. We have different things that will be coming up, the construction of the building and different things like that. So that's why I recommended the 20,000 instead of the 60,000 that they request. Plus, when you look through their application, you see what they're asking from others, and it just seems like, I don't know, I don't see us continuing that amount. Do we want to support cultural arts?
Right.
Or do we want to continue to support cultural arts this week? I think it was intended when, Mr. Bowler was here to have something for people, visitors, to have something to do when they came in, to visit. And I think that's a good idea, but I just don't think that David should be doing it at that level.
I was trying to, where is what they're asking from others?
It's on page 6, 97, budget.
Okay. But this is what they're requesting from us, right?
Well, the budget, and then they have, if you go back and look at their, it's, right behind that page. After the board members page, it has ordinary income expenses,
Mm-hmm.
and then when you go down further, it has other support.
Okay. I see. Are there any discussion on this issue, Commissioner? Anything to add, take away? Any public comments? All right, next item would be a discussion of a cooperative endeavor agreement with the Rapid Symphony Orchestra in the amount not to exceed $20,000 for the 2026 concert series.
$30,000. So I did about 20,000. Because it's for their fall and then for their spring, so I did 10,000 for each one. But again, same reason.
Yeah. We have to keep in mind that we did make a large purchase, and but I guess the budget is going to be working as well. Really might be kind of excessive too. I mean, 20, yeah. Any other comments? Public comments? Number 7. 7 is a discussion on a grant request from the Grand Chapter Royal Arch Masons in an amount not to exceed $5,000. Okay, this is a discussion on a grant request from the Louisiana Department of Veterans of Foreign Wars in an amount not to exceed $5,000 to assist with meals and the VFW Midwinter Conference to be held in January 22nd through the 25th of 2026.
And I apologize, this is my fault too, because I have stressed staff out by, having these events back to back. So the veterans is in the back pocket of, the book, is not behind the tab. But if you look on the first cover page, they requested $12,000 from GAEDA. Their projected budget is $20,000. The amount they requested from others is $0.
Oh, well, we're not gonna put the entire year.
Right, so I looked at their food service and they do bring veterans in, which, you know, I'm a veteran, so I love that, but I just don't see them paying for the event, it becomes our event.
Right. And that's what, applicants have to understand. We're not to foot the whole bill. They need to have some other, sponsors. Is anybody here from there? Nobody. Any comments? Any public comments? Number 7, a discussion on a grant request from the Grand Chapter Royal Arch Masons in an amount not to exceed $5,000 to assist with meals and advertising and marketing for the Grand Conclave Grand Chapter Royal Arch Masons to be held February 26th, March 1st, 2026. February 26th.
You have to cover they requested $25,000 from GAEDA, their budget is $25,000. We requested $7,500. The math is not making sense.
No. You may have to go back over there.
Right.
Any other comments?
Where's the request at?
It's, this packet, I don't know which,
In the back.
thing we have it in.
Oh.
Any public comments? Item 8 is a discussion of a grant request from the Louisiana State University in an amount not to exceed $5,000 to assist with meals, advertising, and marketing for the Red River Athletic Conference basketball tournament to be held February 27th through March 1st, 2026.
Again, they're requesting $14,500 from GAEDA, their total budget is $19,000, and the request from others is $0. And their food services is only, $1,500, this evening. So, you know, and they do advertising and marketing as well.
And they don't have any other sponsors.
But on their budget worksheet, they have $4,000 in other sources. So again, it's just not happening. But in the past, and looking at their final reports and what they're spending, because we also look at that Excel sheet that we keep. When, I think y'all see them on bill.com when we upload it and we pay it. What they're spending is often less than what we've been awarded. So that's why I just did these things.
And no one here.
No.
All Any public comments on number 8? Number 9 is a discussion on a grant request from the Louisiana State University in an amount not to exceed $1,500 to assist with meals and advertisement and marketing for the NAIA men's basketball tournament to be held March 12th through the 14th, 2026.
Oh, the first one was Red River. I just read to you the one that was 1,500. I apologize. The Red River Conference. $12,500. Okay, the Red River Conference is $12,500. Their total budget is $22,000. They requested $5,000 from others. Look at their budget worksheet. They have $3,000 for meals, $9,500 for supplies, not necessarily advertising and marketing. And the amount they requested from others is $6,000. So that's fine. That's why I did $5,000 for the Red River.
Okay. And $1,500 for the NAIA men's basketball.
Yes. And again, we have time to go over these, once you guys have an opportunity to address all the information, you can, just call me and let me know what your recommendation is.
Okay.
If you have any questions.
All right. Public comments?
But mind you, it has to be, remember, when you're making suggestions to the agenda, it needs to be by Thursday prior to the meeting, so we'll have time to make adjustments and then still get the agenda out 24 hours.
Commissioners, any comments? I'm not moving too fast. Okay, number 10, a discussion on a grant request from the Louisiana State University in an amount not to exceed $5,000 to assist in meals, advertising, and marketing for the LSUA tennis tournament to be held April 29th through 12th, 2026.
Manor House is not in there. We ran out of time trying
Yeah,
to
but
get
it's
the
been
last
uploaded to the
three.
portal, so I can send y'all the password, y'all can look at it, everything's uploaded.
But she is here today.
Would you like to say something?
Good morning. My name is Jessica Beatron, Executive Director of Manor House. And as you know, Manor House has been in our community for 35 years, caring for those who are suffering from food insecurity. And we put on our largest fundraiser, it's a Korean golf tournament, and we're bringing in the Annika Sorenstam WPT again this year. It was so successful last year. Last year we had about 135 people, pro golfers. That doesn't include their caddies and all the KG sports staff that came into Alexandria, Louisiana. And we had 21 countries represented right here in Alexandria, Louisiana. So this golf tournament is good not only for Manor House, it's our signature event. It helps us to feed those 365 days a year during the noon hour. We never close our doors. To give you some idea, last year we served 110,308 meals. As of October of this year, 31st, we served 99,678. The majority of the people that we feed are homeless. They're not all homeless. It's the working poor. And the increase that we're seeing is telling of the times that we're currently living in. But thanks be to God and to you all for your support that we can continue to care for those. No one in our city should go hungry. The other side of it, with the Annika Sorenstam professional golf tournament, it's good for our great city of Alexandria because it brings in an estimated revenue of about $400,000 to $500,000 with the number of people that we have traveling into the city. And our chairperson is Teresa Slater. She couldn't be here today, but Teresa, she did this for Cabrini Hospital, so she's got lots of experience. And this is the 10th year that it benefits Manor House, so she's been doing it for a very long time.
discussed that. What amount did you request?
I have to go back and look at my paperwork. I want to say it was 15, I
15,
think.
right, 10,000, but they do excellent reporting as well, and like I said, the hotel room is significant. But I believe, there is on the portal.
Any other comments, commissioners? Thank you. Any other public comments? We did not discuss the LSUA tennis tournament.
That is, the tennis tournament, they asked for 8,000, their total budget was 10,000, the amount they requested from others is 0. And 9 contributions is 500. They, only do $1,000 for t-shirts, 7,000 for food. T-shirts, we stopped doing that a long time ago, but, that's why I did the, 5,000 for food. But again, and I'm still rethinking that number because their total budget is 8,000. And again,
I think we have to stress to the applicants, I've said it already, that we're not gonna, we're not gonna spend on, our whole thing. Then, like you said, it's on our event. They have to have some kind of, is there, on the application, is there a minimum of sponsorship
It's
from
not,
someone else?
but it does say that GAEDA won't be the sole source.
Okay, yeah. So I think maybe we need to, explain that to them and let them know they may want to, maybe reconsider their request after finding some other sponsors before we approve it. Any public comments? All right.
And a lot of these events have been coming for years, they know this, but I don't know why they're still on the maybe we can do a workshop.
That's that. Yeah. And, we're gonna have to be on top of, when we do a grant request, that they are asking other sponsors and have obtained some other sponsorship. All right. Number 12 is a discussion on a grant request from the Louisiana Taxidermists Association in an amount not to exceed $5,000 to assist with meals, advertising, and marketing for the Louisiana Taxidermists Convention to be held on May 14th through the 17th, 2026.
I did 5,000, they're huge, and they're coming back, we had actually lost them, and they're coming
Yeah, I
back,
remember
and it was
that.
because of this, incident. So again, that's voted on for.
Okay. Refer, anything from you? Any public comments? All right, number 13 is a discussion on a grant request for the Louisiana Department of Veterans of Foreign Wars in the amount not to exceed $10,000 to assist with meals for the VFW State Convention to be held June 8th through 21.
They asked for $20,000 from GAEDA, their total budget is $21,500. Request for others is 0.
So one is for the big winter conference.
Yeah, and the state, convention is 2 points.
Okay.
Like I said, they did bring a lot of people in, but again, they're not, they have amount of other sources, 10,500 in the other column. But I don't know why they printed that off, amount requested from other 0.
Any comments on this matter? Any public comments?
And we work with each one very closely to try to make sure they submit a good application to bring before you all. But, until we can't anymore, until it reaches a deadline, and we have to put it on the agenda for
Gotcha.
It's not for the lack of trying.
Any other comments? Public comments? All right, are there any commissioner comments? Romero? Some more? No comments there? Ms. Angie, do you have any executive director comments?
I just want to say that we had a successful ribbon cutting ceremony that was awesome, and I appreciate you all being here and support.
Yeah, everything was lovely. I think it was very nice. And an exceptional job on doing the ribbon cutting ceremony.
And I want to thank the staff also, Ms. Sanders, Tiana, thank you all for everything that you did, because they make me look good. So, and Karen Franklin. As you know, we lost a commissioner. I've sent a letter to Councilman Terry, and I've talked with her, requesting that we have another appointee as soon as possible. She told me that she thinks she could have somebody within the week to, put on the agenda. So I don't have anything to continue.
So if she can do that, we can get them sworn in and then do a special call meeting and go back over all this.
Yeah, because December, when is the meeting in December?
I think it's gonna be 21st or early.
Which is, normally we do an earlier meeting in December because of the Christmas holidays. I don't know if that's something you all want to consider, but it's on the 16th, so it still should be good.
Okay.
We leave it there, but yeah, we're gonna work to try to get it done. That's all we're talking.
Ms. Sanders?
I'm sorry, we're also moving, movers are coming Wednesday, tomorrow,
Okay,
to pack us up, and then we'll move on the 19th.
okay.
No question.
Yes, sir.
Where are we at on replacing the other commissioners?
Another
seats
three.
on the board?
Still no. They have not responded. They say that, Lizzie Felton sent a letter saying that she was looking for someone.
How long ago was that?
2 months ago. And
3,
then,
4 months ago?
yeah, and then, the other one said they're having trouble finding someone, but I've had a number of people come up to me saying that they're willing to serve. They want to serve, and it's a diverse, crowd.
So how would that work? Is there a point where we can appoint someone ourselves, or do we still have to
It's the council
from the
appointed,
city council?
but they could appeal to their city council, to the people on the city council and city council president, to ask them, the pressure from them that comes from the public.
Ms. Sanders, do you have any legal comments?
No, sir.
Mr. Terry?
Yes, sir.
Any public comments or questions? All right, this meeting is adjourned. Thank you everyone for showing up today.
Absolutely. Y'all can make that meeting, take the stuff out of it.
Oh, I do.
Yeah, so you guys can take the walk, you just read them back.
Oh, okay, well, that's what I'm gonna do.
And if you wanna hang around, we can print you copies of the other ones that we
Okay, yeah.
Can you print them copies of the remaining? And there's other supporting documents